No
okay.
worries.
The last thing I seem to remember is when Nork's turn. And
Yeah,
Nork
it was
did.
it was Nork's turn.
It went to Finnegan, didn't it?
Well, isn't it the other Sneck first?
Yeah, it already went.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Just what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Finnegan will use Vicious Mockery again on the one Sneck.
Alright. Well,
The Wisdom save.
18.
18? Oh.
Actually,
It's
what's his wisdom? 18, 19, 20.
Oh, it has +2 Wisdom. How wise is a Sneck? Yeah, no, that succeeds. I will use Bardic Inspiration and give it to... Well, Hale already has one, so I will give this one to Nork.
Alright. So now you both have Bardic Inspiration you can use, and it is Elraf's
Yep.
turn.
So just a quick reminder about Bardic Inspiration. You can add 1d6 to your rolls, and you can use it after it's determined if the roll passes or fails. It doesn't work towards damage, but if it works towards attacking or ability checks or saving throws, you can add a d6.
Okay.
Elroth will use his horn attack. And we'll roll a 14 plus 6 for a total of 20.
Yeah.
That does 8 bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh, he did! Elroth will pierce through the neck with both of his horns of the Sneck, and then just like windmill it and then crush its head on the ground.
Yeah.
Nice. It screams out in anger and fear and pain as you bring into this half brutal, half fantasy wrestling, and it is smashed against the rock and dead.
You'll just let out a massive roar that just echoes in this chamber as the Sneck is just lays motionless at the ground beneath him with the blood like coming down its horns.
Yeah. Yeah, you're coated in this dark, greenish blood seeping into, like, onto your fur and everything.
Gross.
Pretty
I will
gross.
use my bonus action to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on my stealth,
Give yourself up your hit points.
and I heal 9 hit points.
Perfect.
1d4 plus 7.
Pretty
Plus
much
7!
die.
Alright, I'm back up to full.
Nice.
Bonspeed's going to move down here.
The girl out now! I'll hold the line.
You say that like I didn't try and get her out before.
He'll just turn, Rolf will just turn to the girl. Run!
Thank you. Thank you. As you escort her.
Bonspeed quickly takes a note of the creature in his book. The dead
Alright.
creature.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. It's a pretty simple shape. It's an X on top of the snake, really. And yeah, you'll have that for later.
Let's get out of here.
What about that second Sneck? I guess we don't have to.
Yeah, what
Let's go.
about it?
Let's go! Let's go!
Get out of here.
Everybody go.
Alright.
Whoop.
I'll just lead her into that room because I don't know.
Oh, Rolf will bring up the rear. And he'll close the door and put the bar back over it.
Nice. So with that, you...
What are we gonna do with these?
Nothing. They're out of commission. Why must we use...
Elroth walks up Elroth walks up to the guard that is unconscious.
Yeah.
He stands over him, and he holds his platinum dragon emblem in his hand. May the dragon find mercy, for I will not. You betrayed your city and your people, and for that, you will die. And he just steps on the neck of the guard that betrayed his town and his people.
And crushes his hyoid! Smash!
In what would most of the time be a neck-breaking move, it pretty much flattens the neck and disconnects it from the rest of the body.
Now we can go.
You got what? 600 pounds more on
720 pounds.
Yeah, on a hoof coming down on the neck.
Meanwhile, Monspeed's just kind of staring like hitting war flashbacks.
Yeah, it's pretty messy. And yeah, combat's ended, so you guys can move freely now.
Let's get the F out of here.
Before we go, Monspeed's going to quickly take a look, see if he can decipher any of these symbols or write them down or something.
Immediately on seeing them, you recognize them as Mark of the Dragon Cultist.
Mark of the Dragon Cultists?
Yeah, well, the cultist group, yeah.
Yeah. So Monspeed kind of glares and goes, and kind of mutters to himself, one down. No matter how, let's find out how many more to go. And he turns and leaves.
Alright.
Ready?
There you go, everybody.
I just want to scroll, not zoom! Stupid piece of crap.
I'll just change the page.
Excuse me.
I moved!
Ambient, let me just change the ambiance.
I mean, you're all probably small enough you could just jump on my back.
I'll kill you.
No, it's back.
Elroth will offer to carry the gnome girl back to the city.
She really doesn't answer because she's pretty much.
How rough is she looking?
Now that you got her out into the light, she looks rough. She has gashes and bruises, and it looks like they literally beat her.
Elroth will cast Preserve Life. Oh, he'll channel Divinity, Preserve Life. It's not a spell. It just allows me to restore 10 HP among creatures within 30 feet of me.
While that's happening, Monspeed's gonna kind of kneel down beside her, give her water, give her some rations.
She hungrily eats at them, and between trying to stop crying, she's thanking you. And
Monspeed kind of just puts his hand on her shoulder and goes, "You're safe now."
She can heal up to 10 health points, depending on how many she has.
Okay. You guys are now on the quiet river side, north of Phlan. I think I changed.
How long did it take to walk here?
It was a good couple hours. Coming out now, it's about two maybe in the night, maybe 3. You can't tell, obviously, no one has a watch, but it's early morning, early morning.
Is there any inns nearby, or is it just the city?
No, there's no inns nearby.
Might be easier. We could probably just take her back to her father.
I concur. And then we get some rest. I'll have words with... Well, we'll have words with the God Captain tomorrow.
Monspeed kind of have to remember to use your words, big guy. Thinking back to crushing the neck.
Yeah, I'm down for taking her back to her dad now.
Alright.
Yeah.
You said you were carrying her?
Yeah.
With it?
I'll have her sitting like a child would with on his shoulders, where she can like hold onto his horns for like support,
Yeah,
and he just holds onto her legs
His
as he
horns are
walks.
gross.
his horns are disgusting.
Just saying.
Yeah,
He'll wipe
She-
them. He'll clean them.
they're not squeaky, but she doesn't really care. She's had much worse. She's about 17, but since she's a halfling, she's like a lot smaller, so she's even lighter. And within like a couple minutes on the road, you can feel her like asleep. She's like half snoring as you're carrying her back. It's just been like the
Exhaustion.
oh yeah, she's beyond exhausted. She's been crying for like what 10 hours now.
Mm.
You make
And
your
got
way,
beat.
yeah. You make your way down the path, uh, and you find a woman sitting up against a tree, putting a stone across the blade of axe. Hey, you actually managed to get it. Good job. As the welcomer is expectantly awaiting your return.
Well, we found who we were looking for, and we dispatched the guards who were mistreating everyone.
That's good to hear. Maybe the city won't be as bad anymore. Who knows?
There was only 4. I assume they have more.
We've counted about 8, 7 or 8-ish. I'll post some guys inside to kill or maim the next guards that walk in. All right. We'll turn it into a welcomer area.
I don't normally condone violence, but in seeing what they were doing,
They hardly count as people.
I agree.
Oh, but don't open the door with the bar on it. I mean, you can to throw them in there, but like close it right away again. Just
Yeah,
saying.
stay out of the fun room. It's not so fun.
Well, sure. All right. Whatever that means. Come on back. I'll walk you back to the slums, and you can catch a walk back to main town from there. And she leads you back down the road. Again, cold as hell outside tonight, but it's a lot better now. It seems to be a weight lifted now that the kid's safe and you're no longer walking to danger. Back on the front step of the Tinkerer's place, Willow, the gnome, seemed to have been trying his best to stay vigilant, but he's leaning against the side of his house, passed out. He's been 10 hours of exhaustion too, so.
Elroth will take his blanket that he has, part of his adventuring gear,
Alright.
and he'll wrap the girl in the blanket, and he'll try to subtly awake the father, and then hand
Does
him.
he know how to do subtle?
Try.
The attempt.
Liturgy.
Wake up everyone on the street. Yeah,
How to Throw the Riot Part 2.
he immediately on seeing his daughter, he cries and starts spouting thank yous and thank yous, and he's just hugging his daughter as he's crying. Oh, I owe you adventures, everything. If there's anything I can do.
He also, as Elroth like gives over the daughter, he just puts the sack of money on top as well, like on her like stomach, as he's holding her. He returns the money.
Norse just like snakes her hand in and takes her 10 pieces and brings her hand back.
There must be some way I
Rock
can
gives a
repay you.
huge glare.
And Monspi's Heartful just looks at Nurse, just
Yeah, Hale's doing that too, just shaking her head like, oh my god.
If there's any way I can repay you, please. I don't know my camera for you.
Well, we might need gear in the future, or servicing of equipment. A special deal for the ones who stayed your daughter would be nice.
Of course, anything. Anything.
50% off sounds nice, huh, everybody?
On the house, I do not care. Just,
Even better.
I owe you everything. Thank you so much.
To a deal well struck, and he holds out his hand to shake.
He stops hugging his daughter for just long enough to shake your hand, and then
Finnegan will
Monspi.
talk to the unconscious girl. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Monspi.
Monspi's arms just folded, cloak kind of open. He looks down at the gnome and goes, "Be sure to get her some plenty of food and water. Didn't have much to give her, but she needs it."
the girl's awake now. She's hugging her
Okay.
father. Yeah.
Finnegan will
sure.
look at the girl.
Be sure to feed her well.
I doubt you won't be running off from much more now, huh?
Leave me, mister. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, it might be best to stay here and learn from your father. Prepare you for the future.
Thank you.
Well, it will probably be best for us to be on our way, no? Besides, I am quite tired, and I can use the rest. I can only throw out so many insults in one day here.
Well, I think I have something for you. And he just give me a couple minutes, okay? And he goes and he takes his daughter inside.
He's back with the gun.
Comes
Call an
back.
ambulance, but not for me.
Well, that's gonna be cool.
One sec. Where is? I'm just. Damn. Okay. You guys can say this out loud. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright.
There's a reason why I'm typing it.
Alright. But he. Again, you're standing there for what seems to be a little bit longer than a couple minutes. Is you hear from around the back a cart, a donkey and cart come out, and the gnome hops down and is like, please. I think this will help you guys.
Oh, well, I'm not one to take down free gifts, especially transportation of sorts.
It's like, we got a papio right here, Tatsu.
So the it's
You're the
it's
strong
a,
one, big guy.
It's a 5-person cart with 4 in back, 1 rider. So literally just fits you guys and maybe a backpack or 2 if you guys. It's not big. It's not well conditioned, but it should cut travel time in half.
And what does he do at his shop? Where he's a tinkerer?
He's a tinkerer. He's an inventor. He doesn't make anything really useful. He makes like wheelchairs and stuff. He makes like clocks. He makes goggles and just he's one of those eccentric Belle's father from Beauty and the Beast.
Just about to say he's like Belle's father.
Oh my god, that's exactly what this quest was.
We're just rescuing the beauty from the beasts.
That just
Wait, does
dawned
that
on
make
me.
us Gaston?
Yeah. And Peter missed it.
Oh my
Peter
god,
missed
he
it.
missed his Gaston mission.
So did it work, Eric?
Yes.
Okay.
And we received a donkey and a cart.
Yep.
Yes. And you returned the 50 gold, 40 gold. Did you return the magnifying glass?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, everything. Everything that he gave.
Alright.
Monspeed reaches back and puts something in his hand.
I feel like that's all that should be said on that topic since you want to keep it secretive. He takes in, nods, thank you, and If there's anything you ever need, my door is always open. And he goes and he closes his door. And he,
My door's always open except for right now.
well, I mean, it's 2 a.m. He's going to bed, but well, he's going to feed and make sure his daughter has bandages and whatnot. But they're
A
retiring for
bath.
the night. Yeah, taking the cart back to Fiona's kettle. It is bumpy, but again, it cuts travel time in half. It is so nice. And you can get through the city so much faster. It's just one donkey driven, but I mean, it's a free cart owned by a poor man, so you could tell it cost him a lot to give you that.
Hmm.
But he has the physical gold, so he can buy food and buy more stuff for him. So it was the least he could give you. Making it back, one of the daughters comes out and just tells you, "Hey, we have a spot for carts out back, and as long as you keep the donkey here, we'll feed it and take care of it."
At this point, Monspeet, arms kind of full, looks over at Nox and goes, "Sorry, Norks. It had to be done." I think
You little thief.
Hale just starts laughing.
I can't believe I sleight of handed the rogue.
Wasn't the first time.
No, this is. Yeah, it's.
It's because I didn't just roll the die. I used the stupid
Our rogues
roller.
have had their gold stolen from them by other members of the party.
by the bard and the warlock.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
see,
funny.
if I'd rolled just the die, I would have had a 19.
Well, now you live and learn.
Yeah.
Returning
It's
back
like
to
sitting there, and so it's like Monspeet's like, "Get back to the kettle." I'm sorry.
retiring back to the
The Madam
the Madame Fiona's tea kettle.
Tea Kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's late night. No one's up. Candles are there's one or two candles lit to illuminate the dining room as you guys make your way back to the room.
As they're walking by, Monspeet does something cool with the candle flame. He just kind of like transfers to his hand, juggles it, and puts it back. Kind of playfully, just.
Norks is all miffed and she's like, okay, bye! And just.
Finnegan's beat. He needs to rest.
Monspeet kind of awkwardly lays down on the bed and just opens his book.
I thought you were going to say he just awkwardly lays down and just stares at the ceiling. I'm like, yeah, that's great. That sounds like a fun time.
Monspeet just opens his book and starts just reading again.
Today, Hale needs to go lay down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Brought
You mean 'cause
some
it's
bad
nighttime?
memories up.
Finnegan had 0 spell slots for that entire confrontation in that stupid dungeon.
And
What I
Monspeet
get
doesn't. Exactly, for committing a hate crime? Yes.
That's what I get. Committing a hate crime.
Meanwhile, Monspeet doesn't have to sleep. He just has to stay immobile and not do anything.
And with that mission completed, you guys have finished Defiance and Phlan. That is technically, Hannah just started, but that is technically the tutorial session over. Those were the pre-generated missions. I'll now be using Homebrew and kind of start expanding the world.
You have to go talk to the captain tomorrow, or next time we play. Technically tomorrow in game.
Yeah.
We have to go talk to the.
Yeah.
We got to figure out how deep this corruption goes. Especially Elroth. Elroth is just so pissed off at these guards right now.
That's
You thought
good.
he was mad when he thought guards let people escape from the tavern? Oh